Hi, I'm Erica Thompson from the Prospect Heights Public Library, and you are watching Get Hooked, where I read a book to you to get you hooked on it. Today we're doing Three Things I Know Are True, a novel in verse by Betty Culley. This recording and reading is made possible by HarperCollins Publishers. So Three Things I Know Are True is a novel in verse about a gunshot accident and the aftermath and how it affects the family. And since it's a novel in verse, there aren't really chapters, so I'm not going to be reading you the first chapter per se, but I am going to read you the first 5 poems, so snippets. So, 3 things I know are true. 1. Hands. My brother Jonah's nurses say I have good hands. I don't tell anyone that my hands are only good when they want to be good. I can feel them changing, not thinking whose body they are connected to. Me, the good girl, live, not noticing when they're inspired, how they are getting me in trouble. Jonah's hands are still now, even though he's only 17. It's not his choice anymore, hands under the covers or on top. We get to decide, Mom, the nurses, and me, his 15-year-old sister. Is that how it is in families? One child with bad hands, one child with good? Jonah's bad hands found a gun in Clay's attic, waved it in the air, twirled it around his fingers, held it to his head. That's not a toy. It could be loaded. You know my dad, Clay told Jonah. Clay is a serious boy, not a daredevil like Jonah. He wouldn't climb the cell phone tower barefoot just because it was there. Clay knows he doesn't have superpowers. Mom's lawyer says it's best if Clay doesn't come here anymore, even though he lives right across the street. Clay. When Clay's door opens, it happens. My hands are above my head, waving, then they are beckoning. Clay takes a step forward, like my hands have the power to move him. Then an invisible force pulls him backward, back into his house. I think he smiles at me. Maybe not with his mouth, but definitely with his eyes. After he disappears, my empty hands hold each other, doubling their strength. Jonah. Jonah's nurses love him. They bathe him, comb his hair, put him in blue shirts to match his eyes. Above and beyond, my mother says grimly when I point it out, like it's a fault. I lie next to Jonah and kiss the palm of his hand, smack, smack. His face changes just a little when I kiss him. For the past 5 months, the living room is Jonah's. A hospital bed, nurse stuff, Jonah's liquid food. Mom doesn't like it when I call Jonah's formula pump on wheels his food truck, when I call his suction machine Suck It Up, when I call his new nurses contestants in the Jonah pageant. Mom says we're lucky to get any nursing help at all out here in the little mill town of Madigan, Maine. I think, can you still call us a mill town if the mill is closed? I greet the new nurse, Vivian. I like her curly black hair twisting out of its bun. I like her dark eyes that pause on me, and her long eyelashes that blink, closed and open, closed and open. I see her notice the dishes in the sink, the stains on the linoleum floor, the laundry piled on the kitchen table, but look past them to Jonah. See her pick up Jonah's hand and kiss it, just like I do. Jonah's face relaxes, and Vivian gets my vote. Mom is suing Clay's father for $1 million for the loss of a son. Jonah is still here, I say to her. She gives me a hard look. I know you are not that stupid. I am that stupid, I answer, giving her back my own hard look. I do know how expensive it is to be helpless, how many things don't count as necessary. A wheelchair ramp, a wheelchair van, clothes, air conditioning, prayer cards. Everything has to be for my brother now. Jonah doesn't ask for anything, but he needs everything. The attic. How it happened. Clay's mom, Gwen, says, "Boys, could you please bring down the boxes of Halloween decorations from the attic?" Then we hear the shot. It's only afterwards that we know it was that shot, not Clay's dad, weekend target shooting in their backyard. Boom. It sounds so close. It's a Saturday, but I should have known this boom was different. Target shooting is boom, 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 boom. This is one boom. Even inside our house, Mom and I hear Gwen's screams. Then we see her in front of her house, still screaming. When Jonah is carried out of Clay's house, there are so many people around him, moving so fast to get him into the ambulance. My hands hide themselves in fists. Part of me wants to yell at Jonah. What stupid thing have you done now? I'm not going to cover for you this time. Clay walks out of the house, then is gone in a police car. His head is down, and I can't see his face. Lounge. At the hospital, Mom and I wait in a room. 2 years ago, we waited in a room like this one after Dad and his heart attack, me and Mom and Jonah. The hospital has special rooms for people to wait for bad news. The woman who showed us to the room called it a lounge. Would you like something to drink while you're waiting in the lounge? She asks us. No, Mom says, with not even a thank you. What are my choices? I ask the lounge woman. Mom hits out at my arm with a snap of her hand. Tea, coffee, water, juice, milk. I'll take apple juice if you have it. She brings me a tiny can of apple juice and pours it into an even tinier paper cup. It's warm and tastes like metal. Different bad news people give us updates. He's in surgery. He's holding his own. They're getting ready to close up. The doctor will be out to talk to you soon. Each time it's just one person in the doorway, Mom lets out a sigh. I remember, too, when we waited to hear about Dad, and 2 people came together. That must be a bad news rule. One person never brings the worst news alone. The whole time I'm waiting in the lounge, I keep expecting Jonah to knock at the door, dressed in jeans and a t-shirt, having somehow convinced his doctors that they've gotten the wrong patient, that it was all a big mistake. So those are the first 5 poems in our book that we have read today. And if you would like to continue on with this book because you're hooked, you can get 3 Things I Know Are True online from Hoopla anytime with your library card. You can find the link to that at our website, phpl.info, on the side under online resources, ebooks, and more. You can also check out a physical copy. Our building is closed right now, but you can call a librarian and have them place it on hold for you and schedule a curbside pickup appointment to get that all set for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading and that you have a nice day.